Hey, what's going on, guys? Temple John here, and welcome to a gameplay trailer of the Sons of the Forest. This is an official gameplay trailer, and this is basically the Forest 2. In the Forest 1, they had a really good story, and the gameplay was really fun, so I'm super hyped for this game. But let's check it out. I won't do any commentary for the first part of the trailer, and then we'll go back through over the second time and just talk about it. Alright, bet. There's a lot of things to go over in this video. So much information they put in a single video, and I like when trailers do that. Some trailers are pretty weak when it comes to information they're giving you. It's more of just like a teaser to the game, but I really like how much information they put in it, so we're going to have to stop several different times through the video because I got several different things to explain, so let's check it out. So the very first scene we get, we can see that they are in a military helicopter, it looks like, and they are crashing. Well, on the first one, you were crashing in a plane, and I'm pretty sure you were just a normal civilian. And I mean, it's a pretty similar plot, you know, crashing in a helicopter versus crashing in a plane. But I really hope that doesn't, you know, affect the story at all. I hope that doesn't intertwine with the story, you know. You can see here he has a GPS in his hand, and it says about 600 meters away, and you can see the red dot, so I'm assuming that's probably the destination. This is probably the first quest to the game, and if I would have to guess, it's probably a quest-to-quest based game, and it kind of like tells you where you need to go, you know. It would almost be like, go here, do this type of thing, so, I mean, it could still be a good game in that matter. Here's one big thing that I noticed is the tree chopping animation is so much better than it is in the first game. You can actually see like the chunks in the tree. In the first one, it was almost kind of like a smooth cut all the way through, like you were cutting with like a chainsaw or something. But you can actually see the chunks in the tree, and I like that. You know, I like that attention to detail. It's nice. And here's some more attention to detail right here. There's like footpaths through the snow. I like that. Like if you walk through the snow and there's gonna be footpaths behind you, that would look great. Especially if, like, say you were living in the snow and you go out in the middle of the night because you're hungry and you see some like footpaths you know that aren't yours through the snow. That would definitely be scary. I would love to see something like that. Here's like this random mutant woman with 3 legs, but it seems like she's passive and she's not attacking the player, which is very interesting. I'm not sure if this would be like a quest-based thing to where maybe you like help her, or like I don't know what this could be, you know. I guess we're just gonna have to wait for this one. I can't even take a guess. Here's another scene with a passive mutant in it. She doesn't seem to be attacking the player. But there's a couple other things we can take away from this scene. First off, the crossbow. I'm pretty sure this is called an X-bow, but it's a very powerful crossbow at that, I'll tell you that much. And I'm sure they'll have a couple different ammo types, like explosive bullets, fire bolts. I'm sure, it's going to be a lot like that in that regard. But another big thing about this scene that I notice is the atmosphere. Like the river coming down looks beautiful. You got the sun shining through the trees. You got the dark background of, the forest where there's a bunch of shadows and you can't really see too well in there. Some fog coming off the river. It looks really nice. Really, really nice. I'm proud of Sons of the Forest for doing something like this. And then if you look here on the guy on the left right there, he has a blue something or another on his face, and it's like bioluminescence. It's glowing in the dark. And I'm not sure if this is like armor he's wearing or if this is like part of his actual face. Regardless, I think that's super cool. As you can see here, we're going to be having weapons. He's holding a pistol. I definitely like that about this. In the Forest 1, you didn't really have that many weapons, firearms. This is going to be a good change. I like the fact that you would be able to have firearms in this game. It definitely needs it. Another really big thing about this scene that I forgot to mention is, yet again, the atmosphere. Lightning, glowing of the forest because of the rain, the actual rain itself, the moonlight coming through the trees. It's so immersive. If it's going to come out like this, it is going to be the most immersive game that you could have. And then obviously you can see this blonde chick on the left, so it's obviously going to be multiplayer. I mean, that's kind of a given, but I just needed to state that. And here on the left, I'm not sure if you would be able to catch this or not, but I'll back it up just in case you did not see this. But the guy with the blue face mask got shot, I'm assuming by the player, and this mutant is going to assist the guy that is injured. I'm not sure if this is like a revive system for the mutants or like what this is, but I do think that's a really good, nice, attention to detail in this trailer. In this scene, you can see him shoveling dirt, and I really love the attention to detail to this game. If this game comes out and it has this much detail in the actual gameplay, it is going to be phenomenal. He's like lifting the shovel out of the ground, and excess dirt is falling off the side of the shovel. And you can see the glow of the moon on the wet mud, which I think is amazing. Now, what the shoveling could be for, whether that be for like mining, whether that be for terrain rehabilitation, whether that be for digging for treasures, I don't know what it could be for, but I am definitely hyped about that. You can see he enters this like bunker that still has electricity and like running water, like somebody's living there. And they had something to the sorts for the first Forest. I got a feeling this is just going to be something lore based, but I guess we'll just have to wait to find out. He picks up this mask too. And if this, contributes to like the locatable pickups you can find in the world, like for instance, in the first Force, you could find like katanas and hatchets and everything. Like you could find so much good stuff in the world if you just explored and went to find them. They'd be super beneficial to you too. So I'm assuming this is probably what this is like. And if this game, turns out to have this type of stuff, that's going to be really good. Now we get a look at some of the building here. That first scene wasn't very good, where he just kind of like taps the log and it cracks like an egg. It wasn't very good, and I don't know why they put that in there. But the second scene, where he hits the wall and it chops it right down the center of a log, and he kind of just pushes it out of the wall and it kind of just falls into two separate pieces. That is, if that's going to be, you know, the actual animations you can do, this is going to be really, really good. Here's another great example of the animations. You can see that the mutants are actually like running and hitting the wall with their weapons and arms. And I'm not sure if you remember the first one, but they would like kind of just swing their arms at the wall with no like intended animation. They just kind of, it didn't look real. It wasn't immersive, but this looks real. I like this. Hold on, let me back that up. This mutant's hauling a log. I guarantee you this man just chopped up a whole tree and this mutant's just snatching one of the logs and dipping. But you can also see in this scene that he's carrying a shotgun. So there's obviously going to be extra weapons in the world that you can find, and I really love that. I want to see weapons in the forest, in a game like The Forest. And I'm sure this is pretty self-explanatory, but he put on that mask he found earlier, and now he's kind of just blending in with the mutants, and they don't know it's him. Here's like a boss-type unit. In the first game, they had like these 8-arm type things, and then these 8-leg type things, and they were like super tough units. And I'm assuming this is probably something to the sorts. He has a almost type of like mouth thing going from his belly button to his head, which is like super spooky, especially if you've seen this at night. And God forbid, I don't know what sound this thing would make, but it scares me just looking at it. Here's another weapon right here, the taser. Don't have much to cover on that. And if you look over here on the left side of the screen, they're trying to draw your attention away from it, but I want to point this out. There's this like the spider monkey type thing where it's like two humans have interjoined with each other, and if that thing jumps, I am going to be staining my underwear. That thing, I don't want to play this game if that thing is going to jump. That thing is going to be so scary. Sons of the Forest 2021. I cannot wait for this game. This game is going to be phenomenal. I loved the first one. It had great gameplay. It had a great story. And I just can't wait for this game. This is going to be such a good game if it turns out the way that they are putting it across. And I know some games don't turn out that way, but, you know, I have high hopes for them. They're good developers. I approve of a lot of things they do. So I hope you enjoyed the video today and the trailer breakdown of the Sons of the Forest. And, you know, if you like the content you see today, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And this is Tampon John. Peace out.